because of their personality type, and that all has to be. I fucking knew that would happen as well. I fucking knew that would happen. And I've been thinking about doing this type of video for a while, but I kind of hadn't pinpointed the ideas and exactly what I wanted to say. And I did a similar video to this a while ago about self-improvement and self-help being kind of poisonous, and you should analyze why you're looking at those things. And in the same strain is this kind of motivational video, and my experience from this idea: if you need motivation to do something, then it's probably not something that you should be doing in the first place. And what I mean when I say that is that the things that really drive you and drive the self to accomplish things, they're usually really difficult, and there's a lot of walls to jump over and overcome. There's a lot of things about getting the thing that you want that you don't like, that you're actually not enjoying, that there's no... If it was motivation to drive you to keep going, you wouldn't do it. It's some deeper thing within you that just keeps you on track. And it's that one deeper thing within you that keeps you on track, that makes you do the other bullshit things that you just don't want to do. My question to you, if it's motivation that you need, then you need to look the opposite way, because motivation's a weak thing. It's like trying to pep you up for something that you don't want to do anyways. Or what do you want to do? I mean, you need to be asking darker questions. Really consider, well, like, if I just don't do this now, I'll never fucking do this. I'll never achieve the things that I want to achieve if I don't analyze this part of myself and get darker. Like, I won't want to live with myself if I don't do this. And then that is a crazy motivating driving force for you to get on it, because then you realize you'll never be the person that you want to be at the other end of it. Like, and that's, I mean, there's one thing that motivates me. It's fear. It's fear of being, if not achieving the kind of artist and the kind of guy that I want to be in the next few years. And if I don't get there, and if I'm still here, and I'm going to be so fucking unhappy with myself, and rightly so, because I should apply myself without the need of motivation. What you're doing with your day to day, and go, are the things that I'm contributing to and working on, do I even derive any meaning from these at all? Maybe there's a certain enjoyment element to it, and I think a lot of people can get sidetracked about the enjoyable element. There might be a really cool social side to your work, but you hate everything else. But that social side to your work makes you really happy, but the rest of it just drags you down. And so then maybe you have to forgo happiness to achieve something great. And I don't think people are willing to do that. And motivational videos, in some sense, they make you happy. They give you a burst of happiness. Even I catch myself looking at these things because they're so easy to look at, and it gives you hope for the future when it's just so empty. It's just so empty. I really think you need to get dark with yourself. Like, as an artist, I feel like I'm doing one of the hardest things, because I'm not getting anything out of it other than pure meaning for myself. That's it. That's the only thing I derive from my own art. I never take a day off because this forgoes everything else. The meaning in this forgoes everything else. And it's not motivation that pushes me, it's fear, because I'd like to be the artist that I want to be in like 5 years time, 10 years time. And that's more important to me. People can't get over the anxiety of the now and where they're at now with things. And yes, there's a good chance you're shit at a lot of things. Like, I'm shit at most things. And there's certain times when I'm with other people and I share my skill sets that I realize how far I've come. And finding myself looking for motivation, I'll just stop myself right there and go, this is weak of you to need this. What's upsetting you? Why are you thrown at the moment that you need to have someone to perk you up to get you back on track? You know, like that's kind of how I'm stopping myself. And the more you do that, the less distracted you'll get, and the more attempts you'll trying to do something, trying to attempt something. Like, even this video now, it's like, I'm not trying to isolate something. I'm trying to explore the idea as I do it. If you keep finding yourself needing motivation, there's a good chance that you are doing the wrong thing, or you're doing the thing in the wrong ways, or you're approaching it the wrong ways. It's not falling in line with your personality. And if you come to understand your personality a bit more, you'll approach the thing or the things more knowingly, and you'll go down a more direct route. So it's not motivation that you need, it's discovery of the self that's needed, I think. Yeah. Anyways, there are a few thoughts. You have any observations of or ideas on what I've just talked about here, you can drop them in the comments, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can, guys. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.